The extract given to our study is central, as Titania and Bottom now are delivered from the curse. So now Oberon has the injured child. He has no more reason to keep the charm on Titania. So I will argue that this passage symbolizes in the play the returning to order. As the curse and magic now are vanished, the world of fairies and the one of humans are again separated, as it is supposed to be. Moreover, this passage really allows Oberon to expose how powerful he is. First of all, the senses are central, and they are very oriented on sight. This theme is introduced in this passage since line 2, where Oberon mentioned the sweet sight, so there is a sibilance stressing this expression. And during the whole passage, the eyes and the vision will be very, very important. For example, we may say the fact that the curse is put on one's eyes, so as Oberon describes the fact he delivers Titania, he says that he will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. Moreover, in the incantation that he's saying as he's delivering Titania's, he says, "See as thou wast wont to see." And as Titania wakes up, she immediately describes her experience as a vision. So here the theme of sight and illusion is central. It is a recurrent theme throughout the play, but now as the characters face what fake reality they experience, this theme of illusion seems to become even more pregnant, even more important. Then there is the blurring between the fairies and the human world. First of all, the flowers are used to represent the fairy world. They are mentioned, for example, in line 7, in a cornet of fresh and fragrant flower. So there is an alliteration in F stressing this expression. And since the beginning of the play, these flowers and these natural images were very strongly mark very strongly the fairies and their speech and their world. But here the flowers are offered to Bottom. So it seems to be that there is a blurring between the human's world and the fairy's world, as one fairy offers the symbol of its community to a human, so there is an interaction which wasn't meant to be. Moreover, it is the same with the Jew, which is also another natural image, which was also very central and introduced since the beginning of the play, and which is also offered to Bottom. So here there is, in both those images and natural images, there is really this blurring between fairies and human, which is made obvious. Moreover, Oberon saw Titania behind the woods, and it is exactly the place where the craftsmen met to work on the play. So here it isn't Titania offering one part of the fairies' world, but to the humans, but herself going to the human world. So there is an exchange in both sides, as fairies things are given to humans, but also fairies go to the humans' world. So here the curse shows the fact that the boundaries seems to be crossed. Really show how the curse seems to disorganize the world. Then there is also the loss of power, which is associated to this blurring of the boundaries. Here, line 5, Oberon says, "Seeking sweet favor to this hateful fool." So there is the repetition of fool in hateful fool, which is an alliteration and which really emphasizes the fact that Bottom is made an ass and is known for his stupidity. Moreover, the dew which was Orient pearls now are tears that did their own disgrace. So here Titania seems to lower herself and her own nature by giving to the humans. Yet everything is made lighter as it is described as a dream. As Titania is freed, it is said that she awakens. About Bottom, we talk about a night accident. So, moreover, Titania, as I said, mentioned her visions. So, it seems this reality which happened seems to be less powerful than what it should. It is not as powerful as we may expect it to be because it was only a dream. So the returning to normal is also the returning to reality and to things that actually matter. Finally, the power of Oberon is exposed. He says, at my pleasure, I taunted her. So he seems really omnipotent as at his pleasure, he can use and abuse of his power. Moreover, several expressions such as I did ask, I have, I will, show how the whole events are mastered by him and he is the master of the situation. Moreover, the use of the imperative show also how important he is. So with the curse, Oberon is full of power, but as Titania wakes up, um, she's starting up, so she stands up, so she once again becomes the resisting figure. Moreover, Oberon says, "Now, my Titania, wake you up, my sweet queen." So here there is a gradation as she's now first of all called by her first name, but then by her title. So we may say that this extract with the removal of the curse allows the human's words and the fairy words to be separated once again. All was a dream and they all go back to reality. And Titania goes back to her power, but yet the omnipotence of Oberon has been shown and he really is the master of the situation.